Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here doing another episode of Tarot Tidings. Woo! So with Tarot Tidings, that's pretty much saying that it's me doing a message that Tarot wants to talk to you guys about. So it's really up to Tarot what the subject matter is and everything that goes with it. So before I begin, this is a general reading. This is also Coda right here. She just got in trouble, so she's being very sweet. But this is a general reading, and if it resonates with you, woo! We are so excited! If it doesn't resonate with you, well, we're very sorry about that. But also that if there's a love reading that comes up with this, I usually do a default reading to a woman about a man, so pronouns are interchangeable, so she's can be he's can be she's, she, he, whatever's going on in your life. So let's get started. Let's get started, shall we? What does Tarot want to talk about? What does Tarot want to talk about? Ooh, so we got Son of Cups. Interesting. So that is also the Knight of Cups. So let's see. I'm going to do this 2, 3, try one more time. No? Okay, so this can be about a proposal. This isn't necessarily like a marriage proposal, but it can be a romantic gesture. Someone is coming with you that is very romantic with a proposition. This can also be like a booty call. Let's see. But this can be also an offer of love as well. That one flipped. And that was 9 of Swords. Ooh. Okay, I think that was too many. Okay, we have 9 of Swords and Queen of Swords. Okay, so 9 of Swords is a lot of times like a drama queen, or this can be also prompting anxiety and depression. I feel like this could be a drama queen coming your way. And then the Queen of Swords, this can be maybe the person as well, that they might be an air sign, which also swords are air. So that would be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. And but this can be also this person. This can be, maybe this person has a lot of anxiety and they're finally getting the courage to come propose something to you. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. These aren't romantic cards, but let's see what else Tarot has to say. Can I get some clarifying cards? And I think we can switch decks. Do this. Can I get some clarifying cards? Okay. Ooh, we got the Fool. Okay. I think this is someone that is coming in to propose some sort of relationship with you. Again, it does not feel like this is romantic. It totally could be, but this is like almost like a peace offering. I believe that either this person caused a bunch of drama, or there's drama that's surrounded by it. So you might not be necessarily clean out of the drama. You might have caused it as well. Or this can be something that there was a situation that was caused anxiety and depression, and this proposal of maybe a truce or something like that is coming from this. So this is where you guys currently stand, and I think that they're trying to move forward with you. And the Queen of Swords can totally signify that person. It can also be a suggestion to you of how to act when this happened. If this person came in that you're thinking about, that this might be about, and they caused a bunch of drama, you need to treat it like, you need to treat this whole situation like the Queen of Swords, which is, you can listen to them and listen to what they have to say, but don't take no shit. It's one of those things that you just have to cut it, and you have to be, or if you really don't want to rekindle any sort of relationship out of this person coming towards you, you need to make sure that you are very clear and do not beat around the bush. Don't be like, yeah, I'll hear what you have to say. If you have no interest of hearing what you have to say, you need to be direct. And I think that's kind of what this Queen of Swords is suggesting for you to do. Now, with this Knight of Cups coming in, we also got the Fool. The Fool is the beginning of something. This is the very beginning of the whole major arcana. It's the Fool's journey. So I believe what they're trying to do is do a brand new day one, start fresh kind of thing with you. And this is just, it feels like it's a really delicate way that you're going to have to go about this when this person enters. This one. Ooh, 2. Okay. So we got 4 of Cups, which is a funk. And then we got 5 of Pentacles, which is kind of like barren and like out in the cold. So this person's been thinking about you a lot. And I think that they are feeling this way about you. And about the whole situation of being in a funk, feeling like, hey, I miss them. And maybe they're starting to think of that Nine of Swords, of what happened and how it happened, and maybe taking some sort of accountability of it. And then you have the 5 of Pentacles, which is the out in the cold. It signifies that right now is not a great time, but spring is coming. You know, it is, the snow eventually melts away, and typical in like the Witch's Tarot imagery, it has a huge barren tree with the 5 of Pentacles on it in a snowy barren land, and then there's one single flower coming out of it, and that's why I keep saying snow when there's like a big old flower. But it feels like that they miss you a lot, and they're realizing they're part of it. And I think that they're trying to make it new. Do I think that this is romance? I don't know. I say I don't know, but the only cups that are in here are 2. So there's the Knight of Cups, and then you have the 4 of Cups. And so the 4 of Cups is that funk, and then you have the proposal and everything. But none of the other supporting cards besides that 4 of Cups tells me that this is an emotional thing. I honestly feel like this is someone that you cut out of your life, just like that Queen of Swords, and I think that you're doing a lot better, and they see that, and they're wanting to start a new chapter with you. And again, that can be with any sort of relationship. So you need to just go back to with your Queen of Swords and how you've dealt with this in the past, and make sure that you are direct and that you aren't going to like pussyfoot around and whatnot. Be very direct about it. And sometimes that's really hard to do, because I totally understand that. I don't like to hurt anyone's feelings. I try to be direct, but I don't want to be an asshole. But sometimes you kind of have to be that asshole. All right, guys, I think that is it for that reading. Give this a thumbs up and subscribe if this resonated with you. If not, well, I'm very sorry. I'm going to get a quick drink of my LaCroix. Oh, so good. It's coconut. All right, so I'm just kind of clearing myself, getting that past read out of here. Please clear the energy, and let's see what you want to talk about. Let's clear the energy. Please help me. Okay. Whew. All right, one more little drink. Oh, it's so good. I've been so thirsty. I've been so thirsty all day. A little dehydrated. I should be drinking like an actual bottled water, but LaCroix, I just love it. So bubbly. All right, so what does tarot want to talk about? Let's begin. Oh, okay. So this one came out first. Okay. So we have Ace of Pentacles, all right. We have the Hermit. And then we have Six of Swords. Okay. So Ace of Pentacles is like this starting of money. It also can be a starting of like feminine energy. Oh my goodness, okay. That one popped out. We've got a lot of cards. Then you have the Hermit, and the Hermit is like searching for answers. It's kind of being alone and not wanting to be in the presence of other people. It's really definitely like trying to do some soul searching. We got a crap ton of cards. Then we have Six of Swords. Sorry, I'm already receiving some messages. I just need to get them all lined up. But so we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, and then Six of Swords, and it feels like you're moving on. It feels like you've been this... Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me just read all these cards off. I'm getting real overwhelmed. All right, so then we have Ten of Cups, this is my favorite card. This is my favorite card ever. This is my favorite card in this deck. I love it. We have Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Lots of energy going on. We have Three of Swords, Page of Wands. We have Page of Pentacles. We have Five of Swords. And we have Page of Swords. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So it feels like you are finding yourself in your feminine energy. This feels like you've really been working on yourself. You've been really working and being alone, and I don't mean like being alone in the way of like that you're single or whatnot, but it's being able to stand up and be your own person. It's like what I've said in like other relationship videos that I've done, that no one can completely complete you, only you can complete yourself. And it feels like you're really focusing on your singular self, and you're really moving on from the past, and you're really moving on from being that singular. You're really focused now on finding that happily ever after. You're focused on that love. You're really focused on trying to find love. And I feel like with the Hermit and being here is that you're finding love in the best sort of way. Instead of trying to find the first person that will be in a relationship with you. I know a ton of people that just bounce from relationship to relationship and they never actually stay single. And this feels like you are being alone and you're doing it the right way, of like not just, oh, I'm being alone so I can be a better person so I can find a mate. You know, it's I'm being alone because I like myself and because I want to be fulfilled with myself. And I think that like mindset is really helping you get into this love, opening up yourself for love. I feel like you're also, with the Ace of Swords, really being direct and really being like cutting through bullshit. And I think that is what this whole hermit energy really does to you once you actually start to search and find yourself and find answers into your own spirituality and your own identity of who you are. You start to really cut the fat through like what is important and what isn't important. And I feel like you have been actually doing that, and maybe that's also cutting other people out of your life. It kind of goes hand in hand with this proposal that was in the first reading, that it's okay to, if you have someone that's coming from your past or that is coming to make an offering of like apologizing or wanting to move forward in any sort of relationship, like we'll just say friendship even, you know right now because of this Ace of Swords that you can be like, you know what, that was a bunch of drama and I'm not going to do it again. And so I feel like you're really matured and you've really like embraced that hermit aspect. Now, Three of Wands shows me a waiting energy, and it's waiting for the right one. It's waiting for that actual connection with someone. And it does feel really lonesome and it feels really bad, but it feels like, since it is the Three of Wands, which 3 is a really great number, it's like the maiden, the mother, and the crone. So like it's such a symbolic number, and it's like the Holy Trinity pretty much too. You are just, you're waiting for the right person, and the thing is like, this is going to be epic. Like your next relationship, you might be having to wait for a little bit, but you know what you want and you're willing to wait, and that's great. And then Six of Pentacles is like the it's like generosity, it's giving, and we also need to make sure that we are giving and that we are able to give, but also that we are able to receive. I think a lot of people nowadays are they can very easily receive. If you offer them something, they will take it in a heartbeat. And not a whole lot of people actually give. And it's not even just a give in the way of, like, not in like a good giving way. It's like always like there's a motive. And we just have to start giving just because we want to give. Then we have the Three of Swords, which is also like heartache. It's heartbreak. This is also a breakthrough. So this can be like that you are finally getting out of this old chapter of yourself. You're in a new chapter. You're learning all this stuff, and it's really a breakthrough of what it is. If you're in a current relationship, this might be a signifying that maybe the person that you're with isn't right for you, because you are doing all of this like emotional and spiritual personal growth, and you realize that maybe that person isn't right for me. And it's okay. You know, the thing is that we can all love each other, and we can all it's obviously not fun to break up with someone, especially if you do love them, but if they're not right, like, let them go. Let them be able to find someone that is their person, you know? Don't be selfish about that. And I think that Six of Pentacles is really speaking to that as well. And then you have the Page of Wands and then the Page of Pentacles. And Page of Wands is about passion. So something in your life that gives you passion, and this can be work, this can be excuse me, this can be hobbies, this can be something of that sort, is calling you. And For me, it feels like it might be another form of work. This can be another job. This is just like another shift of your energy because you've worked so much on yourself and in being in that spot that you were in. And maybe now it's time to change that passion and that like work kind of aspect to it. It doesn't mean quit your job right now. Don't take it as that. But what it means is maybe doing some research, maybe going onto some job websites or application websites after work. Don't do it during working hours, and just kind of seeing what's out there and see if something that you might qualify for, and maybe that is more your thing. And with that Ace of Pentacles, maybe you can be getting more money. This also says that if this Ace of Pentacles is that you're starting to get money in the job that you are, maybe this is a message that is for expanding your passions, and that is finding hobbies and things to do in your spare time, and maybe you can make money off of it. Like if you enjoy painting, open an Etsy shop and put some of your paintings out on there. You might be really surprised that someone buys it. And you know what? If it doesn't happen, then you can take it down and do whatever. But it's kind of exploring that like passion avenue of like, you know, what if I fail, but what if you don't? You know, that's kind of the aspect that I'm feeling where it's you need to try other things and see where it is, because life is supposed to be passionate and joyful, and you're supposed to be, this isn't supposed to be a dark, stark, yucky life. And sometimes watching the news and whatnot, you can kind of get stuck in that like negative hole and just ill. And you know what? You need to start finding stuff that gives you joy, because your life is joy. Then you have Page of Pentacles, and I really do think that there's money that is going to be coming in. It can be with this Page of Wands. It can be with your work. So this can be something that is like what do you call it? Like a level up. Like a game. You know, like a promotion. There we go. There it is. Thank you. It's a promotion, and this is just a message of money. But I do think that these pages go hand in hand with the Wand and the Pentacles, saying that you can do something that gives you joy and that gives you money, and you can actually start to make money on it. And like I said before, does this mean quit your job? No, this means that start to do stuff that shows that passion and goes towards that making some money. You can make a little bit of like some side cash. You know, you can get some spending money that you want to be doing and getting stuff done, you know, like, oh, I want to go get my nails done. Well, you know what? Go paint, do something that gives you passion, and then try to sell it. You know, what's the worst that can happen? You put it on Etsy and then no one buys it. Okay, well then I'll create more. Like you have to do it. You can't just say that you're going to do it, but you have to actually do it. And then 5 of Swords is kind of like a cautionary tale of victory. So I feel like with all of this, really, it's a really good energy, except that 3 of Swords. But I think that is kind of like with the shifting moment, which is like almost, it's like a breakup, but it's like a breakup of your old self. But like with this 5 of Swords, it's just be careful of your decisions, because you might be making decisions that, yes, you're going to be victorious at it, but it's not even really, it doesn't really feel like a victory. It feels like, wah, 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 you know? You still got the trophy, but it didn't really matter to get there, because it wasn't even a competition, you know? So it's just kind of that cautionary tale of like, you have to be focused on your joy and focused on you, and remember your hermit energy. Then you have the Page of Swords, which is also a message, and that is a message of intellect, but it's also a delayed message. So I kind of want some clarifying cards on this whole read. Is there anything else that needs to be said? That's too many. Goodness gracious. Oh gosh. Okay, there's two. There's two. There's a lot to be said. Oh, nope. This is 4. Okay. So we got Father of Cups, and then we also got Son of Cups, which is the card that we got the last reading. So this is emotions, and it can be about love. The Father of Cups can be this person that, if you are single, that could be coming into your life, and they're very stoic. They're very emotional, but they are in charge of their emotions. They're not going to be erratic about it, but they know how to work their emotions. They know how to ride them. And then you have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, and that is like a proposal. So maybe this is like bleeding from the first one. I don't know. Then you have Strength, which that's very cool. And then you have Daughter of Pentacles, which that is a Page of Pentacles that we already have. So it does feel like money is coming in your way, and you need to make sure that you're smart about it. I think especially with this Ace of Pentacles, which is the beginning of money, it's make a game plan. Start with a savings account. Start making smart choices. Once this money starts going in, don't just start buying crap. Like, you need to make sure that you have stuff that's in order. Because this does actually start to feel like there is a lot of money that's coming in, because you have been so generous. You have been giving, and that's what the universe does. Is once the universe sees you give, and you give 100% without any sort of like pat on the back or anything, you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, the universe gives it right back to you. And so I feel like there is money that is coming, and you just have to be smart with it. Don't be dumb. And then with Strength, I think Strength just shows how strong of a person you are, and that the fight isn't over, but your joy is forever. So it's, you're going to go through some hard stuff. There's always going to be that 3 of Swords. There's always going to be something or someone that will hurt you and whatnot, and that's just how life happens. But you have the strength to do it, and you can. All right, guys, I think that's it. I hope that that resonated with you. That was a really cool read. Give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Comment below, too, if this resonated with you. I'd love to read your comments, unless you call me a stupid bitch like someone else did. That was so upsetting, but I know most of you won't call me that. But anyways, comment below. Tell me what you thought of the reading. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much, and I just appreciate all of your support, and I really do love reading all of your comments, and like, you guys are so sweet. There's just like a couple bad apples, and that's anywhere you go, and it's expected. I'm on the internet, you're gonna get trolled, but wow. But I do appreciate all of you guys watching and subscribing and following me on Instagram. It's Witch of Boise, and Twitter, which is also Witch of Boise. You guys are so great. I just can't believe like the amount of support, and just, it's really, really cool. And I really am so thankful for all of you, and I really do hope that it does resonate how much I love reading cards. It is my passion. It really is. As I'm talking about doing passions and whatnot, this is something that I really like. I just love doing, and I could do this all day, every day, and I plan on doing that. So with that being said, I thank you guys for watching, and I thank you guys for subscribing. You guys are amazing. And from Coda, that's playing with her ball, and Marley and Miko, they all say hi. And I hope, if I don't see you until Friday for Toasty Tarot Nights, I hope you have a great week. And I just wish you guys many blessings and much love. All right, guys. See ya. Bye. Say bye-bye. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Bye-bye. What is it? Say bye. Bye. Say bye-bye. Okay. Bye, guys.